Inventory is low right now, which means multiple buyers are going after the same property. I'm here with Valerie Miles from ValleyMLS.com to talk about how you can make your offer stand out. Valerie, it's great to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here again.
A lot of people think that you should start out low, whereas some people think you should start out high. What's going to help you close on that home?
Well, in our market right now, Catherine, I can say that you have to be very mindful to make your best offer first. Inventory is really low, and there are multiple buyers competing for the same property. So you want to be the best offer that you can possibly make. Get with your lender. That's one of the things that makes you so strong, is to go in and have your pre-approval. Get with your realtor. Be sure that you know that you are making the best, strongest offer. Keeping in mind you're competing with multiple people most likely, and you need to be the strongest, best foot forward at that time.
And when you talk about making your best offer, is that just monetarily, or what other incentives are sellers looking for to get that home sold?
We have to remember that it's not always just the money. It's the terms. It's the closing date. When does that seller need to close? That's something that you could get with the agent prior to. Have your agent talk to the listing agent. See what that seller's motivation is. Do they need to be someplace quickly? Can they move quickly? The terms matter often just as much as the price. Do you need closing paid? Again, keep in mind you're going to be competing most likely with other buyers, and you're a stronger offer if you're not asking for many contingencies, because that is a part of the contract as much as the price.
Another question I have is, I think a lot of people think, oh, when I go to view a house, I don't want to show my cards. I don't want them to know I like the house. I'm going to point out things that are wrong. What is better as far as interacting? Should you be that poker face, buyer and not let them know that you like the house? Or is it good to let them know that you do have interest?
I think that could vary depending on situations, but I would say that you need to work closely with your realtor. Let your realtor do that talking, because they do this as a profession, and we do get excited when we walk in something, and that realtor is going to have that relationship with you, and let them be your best asset and negotiate on your behalf.
And I know we talked about that you said closing terms were a big deal in helping it get sold, but what else can help it expedite the process and make sure that you close on that home?
Well, as you're moving through, again, and you keep hearing me say multiple offers, because that's a reality of our market that we're in right now. You might consider going in with an offer letter, and by that I mean not the mortgage. You need to have that pre-approval letter, but we are seeing now that you would also do yourself a good service to be short and sweet, but let that seller know why that home is the perfect home for you. Let them be emotionally attached with you, and I have seen historically that works well also. Again, we be with that realtor, work with that realtor. Home inspection, that's important, but don't get caught up on the cosmetic things. A home inspection is there to help us know major situations, and if that turns up a few cosmetic things, don't make that part of the negotiations, because again, the less we ask the seller to do, then that makes us a stronger buyer.
All right, Valerie, what's your biggest tip for people on making sure that their offer stands out from the crowd?
Make your best offer. Be sure that you can afford it. We don't need to get in a situation where a buyer is doing something that they cannot then move forward on. But if you go in pre-approved, you can see that the house is priced competitively. Do not consider making a low offer, because in our market right now, what's going to happen is you're not going to win that bid. Make your highest, best offer. Think about the terms. Don't ask for everything thinking that makes you gives you a position to negotiate. You need to ask for as little as possible. Best price, best terms. Consider writing a letter to support your position, and then work with your realtor to get that submitted and hopefully to the closing table.
Valerie, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. And to find a realtor that can help you determine what that offer needs to be, you can go to ValleyMLS.com.